Happy Saturday, my good people. What it is, squad. It's your girl Kaylee, and welcome back to the corner. It is a chill weekend in the crib for me, and on a chill type of day like this, sometimes it results into reminiscing. And I feel like it's healthy to sometimes take a look back at things to see where you've been, analyze where you are, and appreciate where you are. And then, in order to understand what's the next step to create that awesome future that you are envisioning in your head. So today, I just wanted to get into a little bit of BS today, life BS that surely molds the awesome dope human beings that we are. um, I was hoping to have a guest today, but sometimes things happen. Again, life be life, and I understand. So shout out to my girl Rebel. I hope she is having a dope birthday weekend, and I know sometimes how that can be is busy, 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 on go. And I'm quite sure I'll get the story later on about all the life be life and things. But I won't keep y'all guys too long. I just wanted to get into a few things today, I guess, with myself, and y'all can help me kind of unpack some things and analyze a few things if y'all would like to. But in the meantime, in between time, you know what to do. Hit that like button, comment, subscribe. Let your girl know that you are in the corner with us this afternoon. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Yes. So if y'all got some questions for me, go ahead and drop them in the comments. And let's get into it. I do like icebreakers, especially with new people, but I guess I can ice break myself. This one was a this or that growth, um, in maturity, like if I'm mentally elevated. So let's see what levels we are on right now, and y'all drop y'all answers in the comments as well. So this or that, are you the type to like challenges, or you don't like challenges? Like, do you want to challenge yourself, or you don't like being challenged? I think I have a healthy balance of wanting to challenge myself, continuing to grow. I'm always trying to learn new things, and my motto is if I don't know it, I'll learn how. I use Google quite often. I watch plenty of videos. I'm often looking for different classes on things that'll teach me something that I don't know, and even stuff that I'm watching on TV, if it's not something that I'm immediately attached to, but I find it interesting, I'm like, let me learn a little bit more about it. So I'm always in challenge mode. Like, how can I know what this is? You know what I mean? Second one. Do you give your all or give half the effort to complete a task? And if y'all know me personally, y'all know I give my all. I give my all. I think I was telling Rakia last week that when I first got my entertainment center, it did not want to cooperate. It did not want to get together. I was sweating. I was busting ankles, knees, like I was hurting myself in the process, and I felt like I had messed up this side of the panel with the screws. I was frustrated to no end. But I made it through, and I figured it out. I gave myself a little break, but I ain't no quitter. My mama didn't raise a quitter. I'm once I set my mind to it, it's gonna get done. And that goes for household items, that goes for business, that goes for learning, that goes for friendships, relationships. I make it work. I try to make it work to the best of my ability. Yeah. So let's see. Another this or that. If I see my friends succeed, am I inspired, or does it make me feel bad? See my friend inspired? Do I see that as an inspiration, or does it make me feel bad? This or that. I am a positive being. I think I do well with cheering my people on, I do very well. Like I love seeing people happy and striving and doing the best that they can. But we're human. Sometimes we get to comparing, and it does make you feel bad. Like, dang, have I not reached my level of so and so? But then you have to go back and remember. I often tell myself, I am right where I need to be. The Lord has set me right where I need to be. I'm in the space where I need to be. So their successes inspire me to eventually, reach whatever goals that I am in. Again, we're human. We have those moments where we compare, but does it make you bitter? That'll be my question. Does it make you bitter? Does it make you quiet when they are successful and you feel like you aren't? Or are you cheering them on while still working hard to do what you got to do? So it's different levels to those two mindsets. You can compare, but you can also be inspired at the same time. You can compare and be bitter and envious and jealous at the same time. So which side of the fence do you straddle? Is it inspired or is it jealousy? Like you feel like you'll never make it. I'm a person, I feel like I'm gonna get what I'm gonna get when I'm supposed to get it. So I am surely inspired. Inspired. Yeah, Jasmine, we are definitely inspired by each other. All right. Next one. Accepts criticism or ignores feedback. I am a creative. I am a Cancer creative. So sometimes criticism can make me feel challenged in a way that is a sad way. But the more and more I reflect on it, it's like, okay, I'm also a perfectionist. How can I make this better? So I feel like I'm on the spectrum of accepting the criticism. Now there are people who ignore ignore feedback like nobody's business. And I it's a pet peeve of mine when you ask me for my opinion and I give you the criticism to correct and you still try to argue with me on why it's right, but you asked me what was wrong with it. So I don't feel like I'm that type of person. I think I internally analyze it to see, okay, have I given it my all? Have I given it my best? Does it resonate with the audience that I am trying to get it to resonate with? So yeah, I accept it, after I have took my feelings, and like I said, I'm a feeler, I'm a Cancer. After I have taken my feelings out of it, then I'm like, okay, this is the best move. So let me make the adjustments. Okay, okay. And my last one. Um, do I continue to compare to my past, or am I the type to be ready to apply what I've learned moving forward? Of course, like I said, everybody is entitled to their space to reminisce and things, but I'm not that type of person that's gonna dwell on a situation without figuring out what I need to do to not have this particular feeling anymore. So I'm always ready to apply what didn't work here to figure out how it works going forward. So I can compare. I can pull from the past and be like, okay, this happened. This happened. This is the reason it happened. But I ain't gonna let it happen no more because I'm gonna do this now. So I think I'm on the latter side of it. I am ready to move forward. I'm ready to apply what I've learned and make my next moves my best moves. Yep, yep. All right, all right. So um with life in general being the topic of today, when it comes to like family, intimate relationships, friends, work, dreams, goals, I think those things affect a boss daily. And y'all know my brand is being a boss, and anything that we deal with can be a boss situation. So I love to chime in on different topics to gauge people's understanding in certain areas. And I posted some memes lately, and it's been hitting on different things for reevaluation and analyzing. So y'all come on in and take a trip down my timeline with me, and I will give my 2 cents, and y'all comment y'all 2 cents below and let me know what y'all thinking. All right, all right. So I think I just said this one, and like I said, of course, it's a part of my lifestyle. But 222 alignment. If who is into angel numbers? I'm into angel numbers. I used to be catching 12, 23, 123 all the time when I was younger, and I never knew why. Like I could be asleep and wake up and I see 123. But lately, well, even during the pandemic, I feel like they became more stronger in my face. I would catch 222 and 111 quite often. 1111, I catch those often. But this one, 222, it sticks with me a lot, and it is alignment. You are in the right place at the right time. Stay focused because you are on the right path. And it just makes me think of all the times when we set up and create a plan for how things are going to go. We visualize, fantasize how those things are going to go, and then maybe a month in or 2 months in, we're off track, or we feel like we are behind. I mean, can we really say that we are behind? I used to get angry, like when I would drive the hour to get here to work, and I'm like, there so many things happened on the road that had me late to the point of frustration. But in the midst of it, I can think of it on the other side. I was held back because it was a car pileup somewhere, and I just got saved from being in an accident. So I try to take that into when I'm planning for like different events in life. Sometimes we're gonna fall off track, but it could be for our good. Everything everything is for our good. Either teaches us a lesson, it saves us from something, it helps us grow in some way. So you always have to question, what can I learn from this? What is the positive out of this situation? Was it something that was going to hurt me? Was it something that was going to burn me out to the point that I can't even fathom getting to the next step of the process? So I think if we keep that mindset, that we'll learn that even sometimes when it looks like we are not where we're supposed to be, we're exactly where we're supposed to be. It's good to look at the positives. Yes, Jasmine, it is. Because if we think too far on the deep end, the negative side, is gonna poison us. We're gonna be mad and angry all the time. We're gonna be unproductive because we're sitting there, we're stuck. We're stuck just thinking about the negative. But continue to think about the positives. It can give you a new road, a new journey, a new thought process to create those plan B's, C's, D's all the way through Z. And I'm one of those people. If this one doesn't work, I'll try something else. Also sit down and take that time to analyze, again, that word analyze what you can learn in this situation. How can you apply it so that you can get to the next step? Yep. um what's the next one? So going back down my timeline of what I posted, I this is one. The hardest pill I had to swallow was finding out I didn't mean a thing to the people that meant the most to me. Mm. So with that one, and that's just analyzing over life and how I've always been that person to I'm a feeler. Like I said, I'm a feeler. I like to see joy. I like to see people smile and be appreciated. I like to see them in a space where they get their flowers. Um, but at the same time, who doesn't like it to be reciprocated? Who doesn't like to be thought of? So from one end of the spectrum to the other, from different areas in life. It has happened with family, it has happened with friends, it has happened with significant others, it has happened at work, and you think about those things when you give your all to a person or a set of people and it doesn't always feel like it's reciprocated back. That is the hardest thing to feel, because you feel like you haven't impacted them enough that they care either. And I'll get into a deeper one. When people are trying to find the love of their life and they tend to give their all to a person, and then that person shuts down or that person does not feel the same way when you've had so much history. How do you how do you bounce back from that? How do you not feel that like betrayed in a sense? So those are the things I question. But when I saw something similar and I created that meme, I was like, dang, this is so true. Like, it's the hardest thing to have to go through and then bounce back from, because you opened yourself up to a set of people who you thought would care for you in the same way that you care for them. But you got to remember, everybody isn't a you, and it's okay. It's okay. Again, going back to what did you learn in this situation? I think I've learned not to give so much so soon. I think I've learned to let people show you who they are. Um, like it, I sometimes sit back now. I sit back and I just listen, because a lot of things when you say it, you kind of contradict yourself. A lot of times when you say things and then your actions don't align with it, you let me know who you are. So it's good to observe, it's good to be quiet, it's good to let people present who they are to you before you feel like you have given too much. And I don't think I'm that type of person to like regret like anything that I've done or given or said. I think that hey Quinn, hey. So we're getting into I think, I don't know if you missed it. My particular meme is that the hardest pill I had to swallow was finding out I didn't mean a thing to the people that meant the most to me. And again, that applies to family, friends, relationships, significant others, work, family, all of those. Um, but you have to get into a space of not feeling regretful, because they may have needed something in that moment. They may have needed to feel your love, knowing what real love feels like, what it looks like, how it's being presented to them. They may not have ever had that. So you could have been a lesson in that time frame for them. And though they may not have known how to receive you or handle you and reciprocate, they've been open to their eyes have been open to how it looks and what the realness looks like. So sometimes it's not a loss, a complete loss. Of course, you may feel it's a loss for you, but it may not be a loss, because if they can't reciprocate, then how is that doing well for you? But at least they'll have learned a lesson if they take it for what it is and know how to present it in the next situation. And I fully believe that alignment, 222 alignment, will come into play, and the person who was meant for you, the set of people in your circle, will be placed correctly at the right time for your elevation. So yeah. um the next one. mm, People will try to talk fear into your dreams because they fear your dreams will take you away from them, leaving them lonely in their space of complacency. Uh, yeah, I am an ambitious spirit. I am a dreamer. I'm a visionary. And when I dream big or go home. And most times I ain't going home. I'm going to outer space. um, so I feel like when people want to have somebody near them to make them feel better, they'll often kind of keep you, they'll try to keep you in the same mindset that they found you in, because that makes them feel good. That forces them, well, that keeps them comfortable in their little box. And then when you start to think outside of the box, they feel challenged to have to do the same, especially if they want to, compete with you and be and kind of have a one up on you. That's not a positive place to be. I feel like friends, they grow together. They grow together. Real friends grow together. Um, Family members, they grow together. I love my favorite example is the Wayans brothers. All of them super talented. One got on and he brought them all, and they've all expanded in their own lane. That's a perfect example. Like, that's how it's supposed to be with family. That's how it's supposed to be with friends. That's how it should be with your significant other. Like, we shouldn't be in competition with each other, because we all have talents. We all have a vision that we see for each other. And I feel like we do better when we can actually support each other in those endeavors, because I help you tap into places, you help me tap into places, and we tapping in places, and we going together. Cause I mean, I want to be in Dubai, and I want to be in Bali. I want to be with people who can be with me, like living my best life with people who can live it with me. But those people who want to keep you complacent, and it could be fear that they can't do what they would like to do, fear that they can't go further than where they are. So be mindful of those type of energies, people who trying to, keep you fearful of where you see yourself going, and fearful of where um you want to go, and all the things that you want to tap into, and they just want to stay in, oh my bad, and they just want to stay in their little bubble. Pay attention to that. Pay close attention to that. What is another one? Like, I feel like my timeline been busting lately. I feel like it been popping, dropping good gems. So um it's something about a person who measures their success around where they reside. I saw another meme that was saying, like being the top places to be successful. But so that's where this came about. It's something about a person who measures their success around where they reside. I can be in the middle of nowhere, and I'm still gonna pop my ish. I'm still gonna do, like I always tell people, it's what you make you wherever you are. I used to say this a lot to my family members who would come spend time with us in the country, in the good old Delta of Mississippi, and they were like, it's boring, it's this and it's that, but it is what you make it with who you make it. Like, I've born and raised in the Mississippi Delta, and I've not had a dull summer ever, because the people that I kicked it with, my mom always made it the most fun ever. We can go to my uncle's house in Memphis, and we didn't go like a whole lot of places. Like, he would take us, have our little adventures, but safety reasons, we'll be in our own little bubble with our own little set of people, and our imaginations is what made it the best summers ever. Like, those memories made it the best. So I feel like even when you're branching out to try to figure out where you want to reside, as long as you have the capital, as long as you have the imagination, the vision, it can be whatever you want it to be. So I'll never be one of those people who down small towns, uh, the southern living, um, for over living in the north or the east or the west. I would never do that. So it's about where you find your networks, where you connect with people. I am right here in little old Mississippi, as y'all would say, but I'm connecting with people in Cali. I'm connecting with people in New York. I'm connecting with people in Florida, Boston, everywhere, Vegas, Colorado. Like, I'm connecting with people who travel quite a bit. So it does not stop me from, making the connections that I would like to make. It's just the effort. It's about the imagination. It's about thinking outside the box to even do those things. So Tell me what you doing, to make you want to run away from a space. Why do you feel the need to run away from a space? And I think Gerard brought up a good point in our podcast the other day, and he was like, there are 1,000 people that come to LA every day on LAX, and they go back because what? They probably didn't make the efforts. They probably felt like they couldn't make the networks. They couldn't network like how they thought they were going to do. And I really believe what he said. If you cannot solidify and lock in your networking in where you come from, it's going to be hard for you to do the same thing outside. So it's practicing those interpersonal skills and making sure that you understand how to get where you're trying to get. And the place where you reside does not, make a huge drastic change for your success. That's just how I feel about it. What else we got? I think this is the last one. Sometimes we cast people in roles they never intended to audition for. Bang, 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 bang. All right. Let's go back to the infatuation phases. Yeah, that can be make or break, detrimental to whatever you're trying to accomplish. We cannot assume anything. We can't assume that people are this or that. We can't assume that they will be here 3 months to 30 years. We can't assume that. And as a person who is a dreamer, a visionary, I live in the fantasy world sometimes. I have trained myself to stop doing that when it comes to friends, even family, and especially significant others. Like I said, I'm in a space where healthy dating is, what I'm discovering. I'm trying to figure out, what healthy dating looks like for me. So when I meet new people, I can't just assume that this person is going to be my Prince Charming. He's going to be the king for this queen. I can't do that. I have to let you show me that. I have to I always say words are pretty, but that means nothing if their action does not align with those words. I can't deal with, wishy-washy. I can't deal with you saying one thing and doing another. And that's why observation is key. I can't just, say, "Oh, you look good," and place you in that role of my man, my man, my man. I cannot do that because you may not even want to be, that king, that provider, protector. You may not even want to, think of that idea of, a commitment. So why should I put you there? Why would I put you there when that's not your intention? So it's highly important for me to figure out what intentions a person has so that I can tell you what it is and what it ain't. And I'm in a season of, like I said, learning what healthy dating looks like because I date with a purpose. I date with a whole purpose. So if you don't have that same purpose, then we don't align. We can keep it cordial and continue to be friends or not. I'm with either one. We can be friends or we cannot. But we have to remember to stop putting people in places that they are not auditioning, interviewing for. You know how they be going around for Valentine's Day saying they interviewing for boyfriends, or they taking applications for girlfriends and boyfriends or side pieces or all of that. There's a process. You have to figure out what it is that you're looking for, what it is that you applying for, and make sure that you align with those requirements. Aligning with those requirements instead of just placing people in those positions and then it ends up horribly because somebody's feelings is in it more than the other. You know what I mean? So we're trying to do better and break those generational curses. And I strongly recommend discussing like dating cycles when it comes to relationships. Discuss the dating cycle. Are we talking right now? Are we just getting to know each other in this moment? Are we just, we're friends getting to know each other? That's one for me. That's the first cycle for me. Are we dating? Are we going out on a date? Are we going out on multiple dates? Are we dating multiple people? And I would say, in the beginning, let's figure out if we are even, are compatible, and that requires sometimes dating other people. And if we align the most, then are we dating exclusively? That's step 3. Are we dating exclusively? You're not seeing anybody else, I'm not seeing anybody else. um and I'm a person, I need to hear certain questions and certain phrases. So I need you to be able to ask, hey, are we official? Are we, together? And I know some people would say this is childish, but are you my girlfriend? Are you my boyfriend? Are we in, my man? Are you my man? Are you my woman? So which one sounds better to y'all? Girlfriend and boyfriend, or my man and my woman? What would you like to call it? Because they say once you get a certain age, they don't like to hear girlfriend and boyfriend because that's childish. I don't think it's childish, but are we girlfriend? Or are we boyfriend? Are we girlfriend, boyfriend? Are you my man, my woman, my king, my queen? Like, what is it? Like, okay, Jasmine said man or woman. So you my man, and I'm your woman. But I mean, I don't have a problem with the girlfriend, boyfriend, because who knows? It may or may not be that long. Then again, you consistently date. You build together, you create those memories together, you build a stronger connection that one day, say, hey, will you marry me? And now it's fiance, and we go on and go forth. But at some point, if you are not feeling it anymore, let's talk it out. Tell me instead of letting me find out. uh like, it's best to have those conversations before you act on any other actions with anybody else. uh Okay. What's up, Courtney? Courtney said, I hate titles, but it's like an understanding with me. Okay. So again, the conversation has to be said at some point. Like, we may not be this, but at least let's lay out what are we doing. Because if I'm assuming that we are exclusive, and in your mind you are not, then it's somebody's gonna get hurt, and somebody gonna get hurt 2 times. Because as my grandma said, I'll bust your head to the white meat. uh so it's just a matter of having those clear communication sessions about what it is, so I can, generally tell you what it ain't, what it won't be with me. Because I feel like it's somebody out there for everybody. There are situations meant for everybody. um Right. Jasmine said we have to ensure you both know are on the same page. That's correct. We are on the same page. I don't want to be on page 10 and you all the way on 2, and I don't want to have to sit through. And this is something that I've dealt with personally. I don't want to have to sit on page 10 waiting for you to catch up. I don't want to do that. So because that shows me that we aren't aligned. And the moment you notice that, it's kind of time to nip it in the bud. So that'll be a lesson for me. Courtney said, I'm always the person on 2. And me, Courtney, I understand why. I understand why. I do. But communication is key. And as long as they understand that you are on 2 and they cool with you being on 2, that just doesn't work for me. But as long as they understand that you on 2 and they're at a certain place and they are willing to wait, that's cool. It just has to be a communication session on, are you okay with, waiting? Are you okay if I never get to that point? Like, will you be okay if we have to split or anything like that? So just communication factor. Communication factor. But yeah. That is all I have for today. I my intention for 2024 is to consistently have the elevated mindset and continue to grow and be able to look back at my past and laugh at what I went through and understand that I am not doing those type of things anymore. I'm not making the same mistakes over and over again. And I feel like those are also tests as well. I think the Lord will send different scenarios and different situations that test you. And it was so I'm gonna drop a link in the comments on YouTube and on Facebook under these videos. The girl was like, she was going back and forth with she was going back and forth with God. It was funny though, because she was like I'm the guy was like, I sent you this, what you gonna do? And she was like, well, why would you send me this knowing that I was gonna do this? Like it was back, it was funny, but it makes you think, like, if he continues to send you those same things over and over, do you bypass it or do you fold? And I feel like sometimes when we fold, we haven't quite grown and elevated past that specific mindset that we were supposed to, pass. So it was funny. I'll drop it so that y'all can be enlightened. Yes, Jasmine, definitely a test. It was a test. It's a test. So my thing for 2024 is consistently elevating from the things that I have encountered and experienced. So that I don't feel like, I failed 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. I want to get past those steps and embrace what is new for me, embrace the new people, embrace the new situations, embrace the new opportunities that will arise. I really believe that 2024 will be a great year. So, and I look forward to sharing and all of that with you guys as well. Drop in the comments, what would you like to see for your 2024? What is on your bucket list for this year? My intention also for you guys, podcast wise, I plan to go ahead and finish this season 4 and possibly start season 5. I plan to upgrade on a few elements visually for you guys. So we'll see what's in the cart and what will come about. Um, what kind of videos would you all like to see? Because I took a break from vlogging, but I would like to get back into it. It has been a full year since my surgery. This month makes the 1 mark year of me going back to work post surgery as well. So somebody told me I needed to do a post surgery update with you guys. Let me know if y'all are interested in that. Um, Okay. Came in and said musical commentary. Okay. Let's talk about that. Tell me, like, send me some videos and tell me what you would like to hear from it. Um, what else? I also plan to go ahead and get y'all that last project I was talking about, the X Files. It will. I'm setting a date, and y'all keep me accountable. Yeah, I always know it was gonna be on a Friday the 13th. So September the 13th, Friday the 13th, the X Files will be coming. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So stay on the lookout for that. The X Files will be coming. Um, Industry Wave Studios, I am coming for you. You hear me? Yeah, let's get it. um, yeah, a surgery update will come. If y'all have any questions, drop those in the comments as well, so that I won't, forget what's what. What else? What else do we have going? Um, so your girl will be trying to get back down to the weight loss journey as well. So I'll keep y'all posted on that. Other than that, that's all we got for now. Y'all stay tuned and continue to stay updated on the Facebook and the Instagram. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna go up this year and make sure it is a beautiful thing. What are you planning to do for spring break? JT, leave me alone. I don't have a spring break. Y'all do. I'm gonna be working. While y'all out and about having y'all fun, I will be working. But I'll try to get some self-care in at the same time. Yeah, he's so funny, man. I can't I can't play with him. Yeah, but I'll try to get in some self-care and hey, it is what it is. We got work to do. We got stuff to still work for and make sure that y'all get. So fashion show March 21st. Everybody make sure y'all show up, show out. Musical entertainment will be available from our students in the DMI. So yeah. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna get some self-care in. I do need to figure out my life for April, May, June, and July. Yep. April, May, June, and July. And y'all know July is my birthday month and it's birthday all month long. So we'll figure out what those plans are. And we probably gonna vlog that for, the entire month as well. So Jasmine, be ready. Courtney, be ready. Cause we're gonna party all month long at some point. So I need to know when who getting together when. You know what I mean? Who getting together when. All right, JC, and I'll be happy to see you next week too. Make sure to enjoy your break, have some fun, stay out of trouble. Hmm. All right, y'all. Keep it bossy, keep it saucy, and don't forget to tell your girl how you bossing.